Hey there! These days, people need 4 things to survive: food, water, air, and phone charging. And YouTube. Oh, that's 5. Anyway, we want our phones to charge as fast as possible, even if it means messing up our little digital friends. Well, there's a right way to charge your gadgets fast so they serve you longer, and there's some wrong ways. Avoid the myths and try these tips. The quickest way to juice up is to turn the phone off. The battery won't spend any energy at all and will charge faster. The phone also charges faster in airplane mode because it disconnects all communication channels. That way, the battery isn't juggling the task of sending and receiving signals while it's getting some much-needed refreshment. If you can't go without internet while your phone's charging, at least try to stick to Wi-Fi. It's more energy efficient than using your mobile network. Turn off the sound so the charge lasts longer, and don't forget the vibration. It's a real energy waster. The phone will charge much quicker if you do it through an outlet. Of course, you can use USB to charge it through the computer and car, but you'll have to wait longer. Use an original charger from the manufacturer. It perfectly matches the characteristics of your particular phone. Cheaper and unknown charging devices can ruin the battery. There have even been cases when batteries caught fire because of a poor quality charger. If you head out and don't take your laptop with you to a cafe, on a trip, or to work, it's best if you remove the battery. That way, it's not sitting there all alone using power. Put it back in when you take your computer with you somewhere. Still, it's not good to constantly keep the battery without work, so try to discharge and charge it at least once a week. Unless you're a MacBook user, then you don't have to. The windowsill next to your bed or chair might seem like a convenient place to lay your charging phone, but don't do it. Even if it's not charging, keep your phone out of direct sunlight or frost. The battery drains faster at these temperatures. Room temperature is the best. Same goes for your laptop. In winter, when you come home packing your computer bag in with you, let the laptop warm up a bit in the room before you use it. Don't let it overheat or freeze either. On average, a phone charges up fully after 1.5 to 3 hours. But there is a way to charge it up to 79% in about 15 to 30 minutes. That would be a quick charge feature. The battery in any phone is designed to receive a certain current strength and blocks excess flow of energy. But not with fast charging. Your phone quickly goes up to 79%, but then this function stops and the amperage goes in limited mode again. This is done intentionally to not damage the battery. If you have an iPad, then use its charging adapter if you want to charge your iPhone faster. Or you can find a special fast-charging adapter for Apple phones. Your phone feels really hot and stuffy in a case, so remove it when it's juicing up. The battery heats up during the charge. It's better for this heat to freely escape through the phone body and not accumulate inside the case. Wireless chargers aren't nearly as effective as conventional ones when it comes to speed. Yes, it's convenient and looks nice without a bunch of cords hanging all over the place. But if you need to charge your phone quickly, then wireless charging is a no-go. Always work with your laptop on a flat surface. Heat should flow out of it evenly and freely. When you put it on your lap or lay it on a bed or pillow, it seriously overheats and ruins the battery. There are so many tips on the internet about how to charge your phone in just 10 seconds, using anything from aluminum foil to lemons. Manufacturers don't recommend any of these half-baked ideas. Don't fall for the online hype. You could end up doing permanent damage to the battery and phone. If you have an older phone, unplug it when the battery's fully charged. Charging a charged phone keeps the battery under stress. It's like with muscles. They should rest after an intense workout. Without that, the battery capacity will decrease noticeably after a year of such excessive overload, and the phone will start losing juice faster. If you have a newer phone, it's not such a big worry. The latest models have a built-in feature that blocks the charging as soon as the battery's at 100%. Charge the phone as often as possible, but little by little. If you charge it to 100% and use the gadget until it's completely drained, then the battery will withstand about 500 to 700 recharge cycles. If you let it go down to 50% and plug it in for a short time, let it run down a bit again, and so on. Your battery will withstand about 1,000 cycles. This comes to about 3 years if you charge the phone every day. The ideal level is always keeping the phone between 40 and 80%. Still, you should train your battery capacity once a month. You do that by letting it run down to 0% and then fully charging it up to 100. This exercise will help calibrate the mechanisms that are responsible for the correct display charge level. But again, don't do this often because it can shorten your battery's lifespan. Monitor the status of your battery. You can download apps for Android and iPhone that show you how worn out your battery is and what its peak performance stands at. The app will notify you when the time to change the battery comes. Replace the battery on any of your devices at least once every 3 to 4 years. I know it can be pricey, but it's worth it. Don't leave a laptop connected to the network with a 100% charge when you aren't working with it. And don't charge it to 100% every single time. Like with phones, keeping the battery between 40 and 80% is ideal. There's a myth that you shouldn't use your phone while it's charging. If someone has problems with this, it most likely comes down to a faulty or non-original charger. With a manufacturer-approved charger, everything will be fine. Just don't overload the phone while it's plugged in by playing heavy games, for instance. Scrolling your social media, answering emails, and watching videos perfectly fine during charging. Another common misconception is that you should close all background apps to save power. But modern phones are designed so that background apps don't waste power. That, and when you launch a closed app, it drains much more energy than launching an app from the background. For your laptop, it's a little different. You should download apps that speed it up by closing useless background tasks and deleting unnecessary cache files. Just make sure you find a good quality, trustworthy program. Sorry, but the best ones aren't free. If your phone has an AMO LED or OLED type screen, you can save battery power significantly. Just set a very black picture as the wallpaper. This display consists of organic light-emitting diode. Sounds fancy, but it basically emits light when current passes through it. Black doesn't let light come through, except where your icons are, of course, so the screen won't light up and waste so much battery. Now, if you go outside but can't leave your laptop, then you can use solar battery charging. The downside is that the speed of your charge will depend on the weather. The brighter the sun, the faster the charge. Just don't leave the laptop directly in the sun. Cover it or lay it under a tree in the shade. If it's hot even in the shade, then you can use a cooling pan. Doing work outside under a tree in the shade with a gentle breeze and a glass of lemonade. Can you picture that? And that, my friend, is just how I did today's voiceover. Hey, if you learned something new today, then give the video a like and share it with a friend. And here are some other cool videos I think you'll enjoy. Just click to the left or right, and remember, stay on the bright side of life.